Sitting here looking at the pictures, celebrating life, I'm feeling gifted. Cocktail of emotion got me twisted. Gone too soon, you know I miss you. Feeling kinda hip-hop-ish tonight. I'm on.
So after the pandemic, it took a lot of courage to be coming back and like being around all sorts of people.
It kind of affected me because it was hard to make some new friends because I haven't seen them in a while. And then it was hard to like communicate with them because they had a mask on. So I barely could talk to them.
It was like also kind of felt weird just coming back and then seeing your friends basically, but like it kind of felt more different because you haven't seen each other in so long, haven't hang out for so long. So that's how it could have like affected people's social life, and you could have gotten like people have must have gotten a lot of like social anxiety.
Social anxiety? How do you know that word?
I know a lot more words.
You do? Dang, you a baller. Underneath that social anxiety, what's happening is you're worried about what other people think or might think of you or how they might judge you. If you find yourself worrying about what other people think and you don't get rid of the fear, that fear will actually make you do things to create problems for yourself.
Sometimes people do things to like be popular, but they will take it too far, which could get them in trouble or they could get hurt.
Having like, it's kind of like popularity. They want to be known in school, want to be tough. They kind of want to fight so they get a name out of school and people are scared of them. But most of them get like karma because they'll do stuff to somebody and then the teacher will call them out or they'll send them to their principal or a referral.
Which is like a big concern because basically you're like kind of putting a problem into your life, which will probably affect your may affect your health, your mental issues, and like you might get more problems, and I think that's it.
It's okay to want to be popular as long as you overcome this trap, the negative filter hack. Believing any one of these beliefs, like everyone must like me or it'll be awful. What if I say no? Will they still like me? I have to prove that I'm not chicken. Am I good enough? I'm scared they might laugh at me. If you're fighting in school because you're trying to prove you're not chicken, then that means you really are chicken because you're scared of what other people think. Don't get caught here. Are you the kind of person that likes to be controlled by other people? Probably not. Because then it's like, what if you realize that your value does not depend on other people or on what you do or what you have? Did you know that no one in the entire universe has or will ever have your fingerprints? That means you are a unique and irreplaceable person. And that is where your value comes from.
Courage for me is like if somebody says something to you, never give up or never let them get to your head and ignore them. And like keep going in life. And like if you run, like say you're in track and you run 100 meters or 400, and the last 100 meters you get tired, you don't want to stop. You want to keep going and get first place.
I feel like their negativity and their discouragements will make me motivate more to like oh, I will do it, and I will show them that I can do it.
That's what having unstoppable confidence means. That means no matter what they throw at you in middle school, instead of you thinking, oh, man, it's too hard, I can't do this, you think, I can do it, or I can learn how. That's unstoppable confidence. Put that confidence in your eyes. Say, I can do it.
I can do it.
Or I can learn how.
Or I can learn how.
I can do it.
I can do it.
Or I can learn how.
I can learn how.
I can do it.
I can do it.
Or I can learn how.
I can learn
Come here.
how.
I feel like sometimes you have to just not care about what other people think of you, because that's a really big problem. You think, oh, this person thinks I'm weird, this person thinks I'm this, they think I'm that. You have to just be like, well, I am that, but I don't care what they think, because this is me. You have to know, like, these people don't really know me like that. If this is how I want to be, then I'm just gonna have to stay that way. Because a lot of the problem is, let's say, me personally, I'm like, I look different than a lot of girls in my school. And for a short time, I was like, that bothered me. And I was like, oh yeah, I was like, you know what? Maybe if I go on diets, if I do this, if I do that, I'll be different, and then I'll finally be like normal. But then in sixth grade, I was like, you know what? I don't really care. I was like, if this is how I want to dress, if this is how I want to look, then I'm gonna do that. People can look, they can stare, but you have to really just not care about what other people think of you, and just care about what you think of yourself.
I've been looking in the mirror, seeing everything that I don't know. Got me sections out there, I'm not trying to. Got me feeling like the lost and fast friend. Trying to get to welcome play. Criticizing is bringing us down. Yes, no more room to I'm a darling, like I see it.
Gonna make you smile like
Don't you know it's time to let it go? Run, just let it flow. You're beautiful, just like you are.